Hi, welcome to Delicate Dark Girl. Today we will be doing my faves for the year 2018 because the Martha Bang calendar, the year starts in October because that's when I was born, okay? And so that means that's when I got to this earth and started seeing things for the first time. So September means it's the end of the Martha Bang year and I am going to do my favorites, okay? Let's start with skincare and then work our way into makeup. So then we have the Garnier Micellar Water. This is the best thing that happened to me in a long time. I actually just used it to clean my face as well. After I wash it with any kind of sensitive soap, anything that will work for your skin. And then this right here. I go in with this and then I usually go in with a moisturizer, but I'm not going to do that yet because after this I'm going to be filming a makeup video and I don't want to put too much moisturizer on my face. So if my skin starts looking a little crazy. So this is the micellar water that I'm using currently. It's got a little pink cap. I think me and Garnier have a thing going on. Like, I haven't tried a Garnier product that I haven't liked. So then I have that skin lotion that, you know, we can talk about, actually. Let's just go ahead and talk about it now. This skin lotion. This is the one. I actually want to get, there's a blue one and then there's a rose one. Me and Rose kind of have a love-hate relationship, so I'm kind of scared to get that. Yeah, so we have this one and this. This is just the all skin types, even sensitive micellar water, and it's got an interesting smell compared to the one that I got originally, which is this one. This is actually the second bottle because everyone, well, not everyone, I think my dad and my younger sister started using it, and I think my dad is the only one that's using it. This one right now, I bought this one for him. This is the second bottle. It became so popular in this house, I had to buy two. We all kind of use this one together, and you can see, I think I bought this one, I don't know, maybe a month ago. And he uses it daily, especially after he shaves. And he says he really likes the way it cleans up the skin. And it feels nice. It's like gentle. It's like what he uses now instead of aftershave, I think. So, you know, anyone who shaves their face, you guys, yeah, there you go. And then this is the bottle that I keep in my room. Then I realized it was a little different. This one, you shake it up. And if you can see, it's a little cloudy because there's like there's some sort of concentrate that sits at the top. Oh, there's no oil, no alcohol, no fragrance. So it's not oil, but it's some sort of cleanser that sits in there. And I think it's because it's just specifically for the waterproof part. This one's not for waterproof makeup, so it doesn't have that, but it kind of bubbles a little bit because, you know, they're both a cleanser. Anyway, so this is the one. It's got a different smell though. It's kind of like, I don't know how to, it's like clean plastic. Yeah, this is the one I keep in my room and I use by myself. I've had this one for like, I bought them both around the same time, so I guess around a month. Like I bought this one first and then a couple days later I went out and bought that one. So that was a lot of talk about micellar water. Then we have this. The newest thing actually has become one of my quick favorites, the Pore Refining Toner. I love it mostly because of its smell, because I think it really is working to refine my pores, and because it just feels really good when I put it on. Like after I cleanse my face and stuff and then you go on with the toner, it just feels like my skin is going, like it had some nutrients put back in it. I'm not going to talk much about it because this is taking too long already, but I do actually really like that, like especially with its irritated or heated, you know. Let's move on into the makeups. So I bought 4 palettes this year, eyeshadow palettes, and I only like 2 of them, and it's these. Yay! My sister bought me the Warrior palette, and I would have brought this up here as a favorite, but I wanted to just do things that I bought myself, so because I feel like anytime somebody gives me something, it becomes a favorite just because they thought about me to get it. But this one was the one I was staring at for a long time. You actually see me use this in many a video, especially this crepes one. Crepes guy shows up a lot, and so does chocolate. Everything in here is so genteel. I think my favorite colors in this palette are chocolate, cream, and crepe. I love Mont Blanc, but I haven't used it at all yet. Everything else I've used a little bit, even macaron. I really like that palette. I think it was just perfect for my delicate dark girl waves. And then you have the Saharan too, which really caught me by surprise. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, there's a lot of shimmers, you know, and I'm more of a matte person overall. Like, I do shimmers, like around the holidays, and then I kind of am like, I don't know, because I don't really know what to do with them. Like, I do, but like I don't wanna. But this one made me want to do more shimmer, as you can see. Maybe you can't see. So this Hadia has become a quick favorite of mine, as well as Aziza. Nomad is also really pretty, but I haven't actually used Nomad yet. But Berber and Chefchaouen is actually easily one of my favorite things on this palette, and that's what makes this so surprising, because it's like a shimmery mint green, and I find myself in regular life putting it on the waterline. I really, 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 really like that. I put it on the waterline for one video, and I realized that I wanted to do that more, so I do. Now, I mean, it's just changed my whole life. This palette has changed how I feel about shimmers. That's no exaggeration. Then you get into these 3 mattes down here. It's only 3 mattes. That's why I'm saying this palette was surprising to me, because I'm a matte person, and when I saw it only had 3 mattes online, I was like, what am I going to do with all these shimmers? And then I said, you know, if I'm going to start with getting a palette full of shimmers, it should be Juvia's Place. At least I know the shimmers will turn out the way they look. I won't be disappointed by how they turn out. I'll only be disappointed about my personal application. It turns out I couldn't even be disappointed at that. Anyway, these 3 mattes down here are easily my favorite. They're all very neutral. Taza, Zora, and Fez. I use Fez a lot, and Taza has easily become one of the staple mattes in my life. Like, you remember how I was like obsessed over Katsina from the original Saharan palette? Put it everywhere. Taza is what I put everywhere. I use it as just anything. But then, you know, since we're talking about Juvia's Place, we can stay right here. And we're actually going to talk about blush. It's not new that I put eyeshadow on my face as blush, but my sister has blush palette by Juvia's Place that I've used before. It was probably like a year ago when I first used it, and that's when I first put in my head that I should buy real blush. Whee! The Sahara Blush Volume 2. This one, it had everything I've ever wanted in a blush palette. These are the 2. They're kind of like highlighty, they're kind of highlight-esque blushes, you know what I mean? And then the rest of these are just blushes, like matte blushes. I saw it and I said, this is it. This is me. This is Mafra Bang. She made this palette for Mafra Bang. Moving on. Then we'll just go into foundation. I haven't really found a favorite foundation this year. I was on track to buy Skinny Dip, but then they had to halt things so they can rebrand and be Range Beauty. Let's talk about the other one I don't have here, actually. Iman. You know what's funny about Iman is that I use, in the Second to Nature Compact, the cream to powder, the circle, the one, you've seen it here before. That one is one of my favorite foundations of all. Like, that's the thing I pull out daily. This and this. The CoverGirl Queen Collection and Q550 Rich Mink. Those 2 are the things that when I don't have time to play around, when I want something that I know is going to work and look nice, it's that with the Second to None Foundation Compact and that compact. The thing that makes it so interesting about the Iman one is, one, it's finished. So I can't show you because I finished it and I have to go get another one. Like, that's the second one I've had in 2 years. CoverGirl Queen one is also the second one I've had in 2 years. And the point here is that those are the ones I use a lot because I feel like they always make my skin look nice. Even though Iman's undertone, like this one is neutral, so it always looks good, but Iman's undertones are very, very golden. And like golden, sometimes olivey. And I feel like with that one though, the Second to None foundation, I felt like the golden undertone of that one When I first got it, I used to think it was crazy, but then as I kept putting it on, because I realized I liked how it looked, it kind of just looked like you're glowing, you know what I mean, from within. Like, it gave a really nice glow to my face, and it was a really good finish. Like, I always liked the way my skin looked when I used that compact, which is very different from the stick. That one was Earth 5. I don't know if I told you or showed you. That one is Earth 5. That's second to none that I used all the time. And now I think I could easily use Earth 6 and it would still be fine, but Earth 5 was perfectly fine. It just had like a you know, is yellow undertones. But thing is, with the stick, right, it was Earth 6. And it always made me feel like, but the problem was that was just my mistaken choice, because when I looked online it does look darker than it does. Since it's a drugstore product, you can't open it or you can't see the color in the store. So I was going by the pictures I saw online, and because of the fact that I already had the compact, but the compact and the sticks seem to go by their own range. So don't try to, if you have the compact, don't try to use that same idea, go for the stick. I think the stick is made a bit lighter than the compacts are. I don't know. Like, that's the thing, because the stick does settle down, but it settles down differently than the compact. The compact also doesn't break down as much, and I think the stick, because of the way I was applying it, it broke down strangely. When I used it that last video, when I used it as when I rubbed it on my hand and then used the sponge with it, that finish was the best that stick has ever looked. So I would say, you know, use the stick properly and you won't have the problems that I had. Just use it properly. But yeah, but that one's Earth 6. And I feel like I could definitely go to Earth 7. Like, if I went up to Earth 7, it would probably make me more comfortable. But with the compact, the second to none cream to powder compact, I feel like Earth 5 was perfectly fine. So that's an interesting thing about that. Like, I'm going to try and get Earth 6 in the cream second to none, and then I'm going to get the Earth 7 in the stick and then play with that and see how it is. But that one's gone. That was the second one in 2 years, and I finished it because that's how much I loved it. So I can't show you. It was empty and I threw it away. Third and the final foundation that I really, really like this year is this. It's actually new. I saw it online, I think alloy.com or something like that, and it's Flesh. And so she had a bunch of different shades and stuff, and so mine was 31 Tiramisu. And I felt like it was actually really exact. The only beef I got with this is that it's so damn little. Like, I didn't even read properly when I bought it online. If I had read properly, I would have seen that it was only 0.16 ounces. But I didn't. I did not read that. And so it's just so damn little. Like, it's so damn little. Think about that. It wouldn't even bother me, but it was quite a bit of money. Then we have Makeup Revolution C15. This concealer is what I've been using on my eyebrows and to do spot concealing and sometimes under eye concealing and stuff. There's not much to say about this. It's just easily become a staple. It's not as oily, and it's not as it doesn't get as greasy as my Nika K one, even though Nika K will always be a favorite, but this is her new faves because this one's really, it's caught my affections for the year. It's not that Nika K is being replaced. You can't replace a classic, you feel me? Staying in Face and Eyeland, we have this guy. This is still one of my absolute favorites. Not because of any of these other things, but because of that guy right there. This is the one I use to do my Atsuko makeup. I mean, the rest of them are cute. I don't use this one as much, even though it looks like I do. I keep trying, but I don't know what's going on. I will buy this entire palette again just for this one. And then we have this that I've been waving around at you for a minute. It's Essence Super Fine. I got it at Ulta because I wanted an eyeliner pen because I'm more of a liquid eyeliner person now, especially for the top line, because I feel like it makes it cleaner than when I use charcoal. And it's just a regular black, deep black, excuse me, number 1. That's it. It's just really good. Y'all seen it. And then we have another unsuspected fave, Total Temptations. Anyway, this is the brown black. This easily became one of my favorites, even though I was buying it just because, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just out there and I was like, you know what? I've just been talking about this thing. I told the story already. If you didn't hear it, it's not that important. The point is, it turns out it was great. Like, I feel like it really gives me the clumpy / wispy eyelashes that I've always been looking for. Then we'll move into lip products. There's 5 lip products here that are easily my favorite. You have this, right? Peri Tint Water Gel. This is so good for daily. I like the fact that this one kind of it mimics my bottom lip. This is easily my favorite. I usually pair it with my other favorite, but I wasn't gonna show you this one because, again, this wasn't something that I bought myself. My sister got this for me, but because I use them together. That's why I brought it up, because they're my favorites together. I put this over top, and like I put this one on and then I put this one over top, kind of just to highlight that bottom part. And I really like the way it looks. It gives my mouth a real natural finish. You've actually seen it in another video. Really like the way it looks. It feels good, and then both of them kind of taste nice. I have a habit of like that. Okay, so these 2 are liquids. Bang. This Juvia's Place Yoko, the matte. And it's the perfect brown. It's the perfect nude. When I don't feel like putting on makeup or doing much, I put this on alone. And for some reason, every time I put this on by itself, my sister thinks I've done a whole face. Like, she says my eyebrows look dark and my skin looks clear. You know, I don't know about that, but what I'm saying is it looks so good on skin. Like, just put lotion on your face, this lip, and go. And like, this is the lip you wear everywhere. You put this on and you feel polished, like, blow, done. Like, I'm not kidding. That's how I use this. Like, it feels good. It's not drying. It doesn't crack. It does rub off with, like, constant wear and stuff. I don't know. I don't have anywhere it's transferring, but I'm pretty sure it's not transfer proof. But none of that matters, because I'll just keep putting. It's so easy to put on. I'm about to put it on right now. Look at that. So that's one side, and then I turned it around. I haven't even re-dipped the thing. I haven't dipped it again. I always overdraw my bottom lip. I kind of like to. There you go. When I first got it, I was like, this is it. This is the lip I used to create using the MAC Photo and then the beauty supply store, Nika K, the black one, if you guys remember. I don't know if I did it in the video, but I used to do it just every day in general life because I always wanted a deep brown lip. This is the color I used to create. Look at that. Look at that. So now we're going to spend the rest of the video in this lip. Now, anyway, so then I have these 2 actually. These are actually also good nudes to me. It's like this mauvey pink kind of color. This is the Petal Pout lip color, and this is a Miracle Matte. It's by the same company. It's Dark and Stormy, and this is Spiced Petal. Honestly, to me, they feel like they're the exact same color. And that's why I bought it. My hands are so ashy. Anyway, I'm going to just show you, for instance. Here's the Spiced Petal cream lipstick, right? Here's this guy. They're both by Flower. Sorry, I didn't tell you that. And this is the Dark and Stormy. Oh, I see. Dark and Stormy is a bit darker. It's a bit more mauvey. Spiced Petal is a lot more pink. Anyway, I never really wear them together, but I use them both as nudes as well. Anyway, those are my Moffer Bang faves for the Moffer Bang year. Woohoo! Maybe I'll do another one for the general year. Probably not. Bye.